Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast Special Edition series. This is going to be the second of 32 podcasts where I preview and predict each NCAA men's basketball conference tournament. This is going to be the Patriot League. We will give out my picks for the tournament, go through the bracket. I'll predict the most outstanding player, a value pick to win the tournament, other tournament opportunities for teams that don't get the auto bid, and possibilities on which jobs could open. So this is going to be the Patriot League. We're going to go through the seedings really quickly. Your 1 seed, the Colgate Raiders, who were from top to bottom the best team in the league the whole season. 22-9 overall, 16-2 in conference play. Second, the Boston University Terriers, 15-16 overall, 10-8 in conference play. Third, the Lafayette Leopards, who were terrible in non-con but were okay in conference play, 11-20 overall, 10-8 in conference play. Your 4th seed, the American Eagles, 16-15 overall, 10-8 in conference play. 5th, the Bucknell Bison, 13-18 overall, 10-8 in conference play. Your 6th seed, the Lehigh Mountain Hawks, 12-17 overall, 9-9 in conference play. Your 7th seed, the Navy Midshipmen, 12-17 overall, 8-10 in conference play. Your 9th seed, the Army Black Knights, 10-21 overall, 6-12 in conference play. In 9th, the Holy Cross Crusaders, 9-22 overall, 6-12 in conference play. And in 10th, the Loyola Greyhounds, 7-24 overall, 5-13 in conference play. So, first round will begin Tuesday, March 5th, 6 o'clock Eastern, ESPN Plus. 10th seed Loyola at 7th seed Navy. So my projection here is Navy by 7, total 135 and 7/20. Navy will probably have the best guy on the court in sophomore guard Austin Benigi. And the home court, Loyola's not very good. They should advance easily. In the second of 2 first-round games, 9 seed Holy Cross at 8 seed Army. This line is a close line projection. I have Army by 1, total 132 and 11/20. The best guy on the court in this game will be Holy Cross's Joe Octave. And I think that he can carry Holy Cross to an upset. So I'm going to go with an upset here with Holy Cross over Army on Army's home gym up in upstate New York. So the quarterfinals will be Thursday, March 7th. I project 9 seed Holy Cross at 1 seed Colgate. My projected line be Colgate 17.9. Colgate's just a way better team than Holy Cross, led by Braden Smith and Keegan Records. So I have them advancing fairly easily. Second to 4 quarterfinals, 6 seed Lehigh at 3 seed Lafayette. This is an interesting one. I think that both these teams are close to even. Lehigh is led by Tyler Whitney Sidney, a junior guard. And Lafayette doesn't even have a score in double figures per game. Their leading scorer is Devin Hines at 9.8. My line is Lafayette by a fifth, total 137, and a fifth. So I'm going to have Lehigh in an upset here to pick off Lafayette on their home gym. The third of four quarterfinal game, 17 Navy, 2 seed Boston University. BU had a decent conference run, led by Miles Brewster. I project BU 7.1, and they have a balanced scoring attack defense, so I'm going to say BU advances there. And the last of four quarterfinals, 5 seed Bucknell, 4 seed American. These two teams are both interesting. Bucknell has a good score in Jack Forrest, over 16 a game. And American has a really good score of their own in Matt Rogers, over 16 a game. I project the American 7.5 total, 133 and 17-20. So I think the American's the better team. I think they advance. Okay, the semifinals, 4 seed American and 1 seed Colgate. Colgate, I just think, is better than everyone else. I have them projected by 11. So I have Colgate advancing to the championship. And then the second of 2 semifinal games, Sunday, March 10th, 6 seed Lehigh and 2 seed Boston University. The Patriot League does not reseed. I have Boston University only by 3.7. I think Lehigh could be a team that surprises us in this tournament, but I think BU advances. And the championship on March 13th, that is a Wednesday, 2 seed Boston University, 1 seed Colgate. Bonds Colgate by 12. Colgate, like I said, is the more dominant team. There's a reason they won this conference by 6 games. So therefore, I have the Colgate Raiders as your 2024 Patriot League tournament champions, as they'll get the auto bid into the tournament. I'm going to say that Colgate ends up like a 15 seed. And I forgot to mention this on the ASUN. Eastern Kentucky, I could see a 16 seed. Maybe they're in Dayton, but I'm going to say they're a 16 seed. But back to the Patriot League. So the most outstanding player of this tournament, I think, will be Braden Smith. But if you ask me for a dark horse winner, I could see it if Lehigh makes a run. Tyler Whitney Sidney. I could also see being it. Value to win the tournament. So I'm going to pull up FanDuel for some odds here. So Colgate, I'm going to say, is minus 450, if not higher. Minus 230. Whoo! I parlay that with Eastern Kentucky right now and some other teams. Lehigh is actually the second choice at 8-1. American's 9-1. Lafayette's 12. So is BU. Bucknell's 25. Navy's 55. Holy Cross and Army are 25. And so is Loyola, Maryland. The team with value to win the tournament, I mean, Lehigh 8-1. I have them in the semis, so that does make some sense. And that would be my dark horse to win, and they're 8-1. And they're the second choice. That just says a lot about the conference. And they're banking on the past, obviously, with Lehigh a little bit. And it's a recognizable name and such. But yeah, let's say Colgate doesn't win the auto bid somehow. Do they end up in the CBI? Absolutely. Do I think any other team ends up in the CBI in this league? I honestly don't know. Because this league stinks. But Colgate's good. But maybe Colgate's in Dayton for that reason, but I do think that Colgate will be a 15, if not a 16. Because Colgate's been good the past several years. Coach changes potentially. If if Colgate's at 15 and they give somebody a run for their money in the first round or pull off an upset, Matt Langel has to be in the conversation to get a better job. Hot seat coach, how about Brett Reed at Lehigh? Lehigh's been disappointing the last couple years, and I feel like they are always like a one and done in the conference tournament, or they have high preseason expectations and they fall short. So, like, Brett Reed, can you see them moving on from him? Dave Paulson, I don't think is going anywhere. Tavares Hardy, I think, is the hot seat coach in Loyola. Where's that team gone? Ed DeChellis has been at Navy for a long time. What's his future? Kevin Kuick of Army isn't going anywhere. And Bucknell has been the team of this conference a lot, but they have a coach in John Griffin III who's just finishing his first season. And then potential bounce back for next year, Lehigh, obviously. And you know that Whitney Sidney's going to be the preseason favorite for Player of the Year if he doesn't transfer. Because Lehigh's always the darlings of that league. So I'm going to say Lehigh is a bounce-back team probably. Maybe Bucknell if they get the right transfers. Teams that could take a step back. I mean, if Langel leaves Colgate, could Colgate take a step back? American had a good run in the Conference League. Could they be a team to take a step back? Could Matt Rogers leave? Elijah Stevens, does he come back? But yeah, so American could be a team that could take a step back next year. So there you have it for the 2024 Patriot League tournament preview and predictions. Next up, it will be the Sun Belt.